Did y'all think about changing the name to like Coffee for Christ or the Babylonian Bean or anything?
Nope.
Well, it's scary because now, especially if she's still in the hospital.
Yeah, and I mean, the dude's coming, not reacting to nothing. So it's not. Yeah. You can tell the fear's in his eyes.
Do they know perhaps where it came from? Was she out? Maybe got some groceries.
I know he had it, but long story short, I used to work at Delta Airlines, and everybody downstairs, everybody in that department has gotten it, and it's been bad. But then when I was there, I was wearing masks and everything else like that, and they would laugh at me, laugh in my face, and they didn't think they could get it.
Yeah.
And now, man, that place is. I mean, I know I just got a text today from one of the managers said, "Man, we got to figure out something."
Yeah.
He said we're down 15 people right now.
You can
15, that's bad.
Can handle 2 or 3 because you expect a vacation, but
15 is a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people down. You're down 15 people. I got some people in the hospital. They don't know if they're gonna make it right now. So it's like, man.
So, what's your history? Like, what were you doing before this place opened?
Yeah, so pastor of church, working at Delta Airlines at the same time, on the road preaching and playing music as well.
Yeah.
So, with Delta for almost 7.5 years.
You said you played piano. Okay. I don't know if it was that or guitar.
I played really mainly Hammond B3 organ.
Okay.
So I play piano because I have to, get forced to, but my passion is on the organ.
Okay.
I'd rather play organ all day.
There's more pianos per capita than organs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So done that, and so, and I had no plan of being here. But the good Lord brought us here.
Yeah.
My business partner didn't know.
So you weren't always in Antioch?
No. Moved out here, bought a home out here.
From Chicago?
Cleveland.
Cleveland, that's
yeah. Yep, came out here years ago to Tennessee State University.
Yep.
Sprayed all that lemonade on my foot. Came out here for music. Originally architectural engineering, but they told me I couldn't party.
Okay.
So I switched over to music. I was like, this would be easy enough to get out of here in 4 years.
Yeah.
I was like, this would be smart. And jack that up too. Just partying too much.
Been there.
You know, a small town. My town was real small. It was like a Murfreesboro kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got that. You're in a small town and probably get loose. A bigger city. I'm in the bigger city. I mean, I went to Cleveland every 2 seconds, but it's in the South, something totally different. And didn't finish at TSU and switched out. Went to a Bible college.
Okay.
And then did my master's at Liberty.
Okay. Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
And when did you graduate from there?
Which one?
Liberty.
Liberty. Let's see. I finished my coursework in 2016, December 2016. Walked May 2017. Okay. I walked Mother's Day weekend, the day before Mother's Day.
Mother's still around?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So that's a good present.
Yeah, so that was a good present.
It's probably the least cheap present you can give your mother is going to all that college.
You know, it's kind of funny. When I went back to Bible college, I put myself through Bible college and my master's. So undergrad and my master's, I did myself.
What jobs were you also working?
Oh man, God, I was like a gypsy.
Yeah, because I worked Subway, I worked, Office Max.
Kind of thing. When I was at TSU and that whole in between, so I did U-Haul.
Okay.
I think I did U-Haul for like 2 or 3 months.
There's a little bit of good money in that, though, isn't there?
U-Haul?
Yeah.
Man, there was no money in that thing.
No.
I did U-Haul. I was also at Banana Republic.
Okay.
I did Banana Republic, man, probably like 2 weeks. Erica can tell you, she worked here with me. I'm not folding no clothes.
Yeah, I get that. It's kind of part of it.
She would have laughed. I'm dead serious. I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, I can fold clothes, but
Yeah.
it was just like, this is boring. And I used to wear a lot of Banana Republic then, so I'm like, oh, what a great idea to get.
You'll take the 25% off.
It was more than that. And you had a Gap, Old Navy, and Banana Republic because it was Gap Inc. Man, that was the worst job in history. And It was just boring. Standing there.
Yeah, I need help you find anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I need action. And so I did that. Those two. Oh, the first job. I forgot about that one. Transferred down here from Ohio. Journey's Shoe Store.
Okay. Yeah.
Here at Hickory Hollow Mall. I was the assistant manager over there.
I'm trying to think if Journey's right, or if I'm thinking of not Zoomies. Yeah, I know which one Journey is. But they just had more eclectic and skater type stuff. That was one that I've never ridden a skateboard, so too extreme for me. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to kill myself.
Yeah, I'm the kind that like wears a helmet on a treadmill just to be safe.
Yeah, I was trying to kill myself. And then the last little, I worked at Costco. I did that.
Okay.
It's kind of funny how things full circle. I worked at Costco. I made the food. So I was in like the back area. The people that make like your chicken Alfredos, the ones that you heat up, or your rotisserie chicken. All that kind of stuff. I had a rotisserie chicken. I had the big dinner things you get. You go to Costco, Sam's Club. Yeah. Dinner plates and frozen ones or whatever. I made those myself.
Is it you all, or is it Costco or Sam's Club that has like the good pizza, like the amazing?
Both do. Okay. Honestly, they're like tick for tack. Honestly, they're both. Like you see,
I've never had it. You just kind of hear the cult classic of.
I think Costco might be a little better in the pizza area, but their frozen dinners that we make. Yeah. We make their prepared dinners. I guess you would say not frozen, but prepared dinners. Yeah. I would do all that. So I had to be there. That's the problem. I was getting up early. I had to be there at like 5:30 in the morning. And I was in college. Man, that was terrible. I was there. And the one in West Nashville, when it first opened. Okay. And then from there, went to Enterprise for 7 years. Wow. Yep, 7 years. And I was only supposed to be there for a month. Because I was trying to help out a church member of mine that needed somebody to come in and just drive cars. And I kept moving up the ranks.
Now, I think it was a family member who worked for Enterprise for a little bit. He said it was a little bit cultish in a way.
I didn't feel like that. I guess, I think it depends on the branch that you're at, what management you're under, like anything, like even church, what church you're under, like what pastor, whatever.
Because they really promote sales, I think. And
it just depends on what division. So I started off moving cars and washing cars. I just need something easy. I mean, I was playing on the road. I was producing CDs. Yeah. And she's like, I just need you here for a month. If somebody's going out, I just need you here. And she's like, listen, in that month, you can make your own schedule. I don't care. Yeah. She kept that same thing for all those years. And then the opportunity, I was like, I want some free travel benefits. I want to fly. I want to see the world.
Obviously, it worked out a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it did. I mean, I moved up the ranks. I mean, I moved in from, you had to have a degree to work in the office. They moved me inside and created a position for me at Enterprise. Without the degree at that time, they created a whole position for me. They created a position where I can do the sales inside like everybody else, shirt and tie. Yeah. And also, I also went and did marketing for the whole downtown and West Nashville division of Enterprise. Okay. So it was on my back before I even had a college degree to get out and market for Enterprise.
What was your all's mode of marketing?
Motive?
Mode
marketing? It was just simple, old school. I mean, since back in I think I started there 2007.
So I've done door-to-door sales, so I'm curious.
Biggest thing, we wanted the corporate accounts. That's what I want to aim for. Yeah. So I went to corporate businesses. So, shirt and tie. I was supposed to walk in, but half the business I was walking in, everybody was in like t-shirts and polos. Mm-hmm. So I came
to know your audience. Yeah.
I took the jacket off. They didn't know that in the office. I took the jacket off. I took the shirt off. I took the tie off. I had a polo with me at all times, and I would go market like that.
Smart. Just a little logo, Enterprise logo. Not even that.
Nothing. Yeah. Just whatever color polo I wanted to wear. Yeah. From Walmart. Slap my slacks on when it was time to go back to the office.
Purple with the Bugs Bunny logo. It is what it is.
I'll bring them business. So when that got back to the office, I had my shirt and tie back on. They never knew, but I was bringing business in like that.
Bringing in sales. Nobody talks.
Nope. They didn't care.
So how'd you get started here?
The plan was, long story short, was to come in
at the beanbag. So
yeah. No, you're fine. So the plan was to have church on this side of town. So a council lady from this area of town, named Delicia Porterfield, I awesome councilwoman. She was sharing me. You live in the district. Have you ever thought about moving your church or having something out there in this area, like a small group? And I was telling her, I was like, half the membership is out there. I was like, but I don't have the money. Well, I won't say the money. Excuse me. I didn't have the space. And Nashville rent is high. It's ridiculous.
It's not getting lower.
No, not at all. Just the rent on something. It's a church plant. Our church is a church plant, United Family Fellowship. So we're talking about, at that time, getting ready to come up on 3 years. So we're like 2.5 years old at the time when we start thinking about it. And I knew if we went into something, I didn't want it to be in a traditional building. I wanted it to be totally different than what it was on a Sunday.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? Let's do it on a different day. And
so you all built a tree house.
Essentially. So this is crazy. We started building it and the pandemic smacked.
Yeah.
So, we had rented it out. And my business partner actually took the money that day to get everything, because she was already working here as a business manager of the beanbag.
Okay.
And so took the money, made a deposit, the whole nine, yada yada yada. And so start coming even after that, after we made a deposit and made a connection, and it just kept coming. And the funny thing about it is, the pandemic happened, had no plans. I mean, we had spent money on ads and flyers, and it was going to be on the radio that we were having worship at a coffee shop. It's going to be like a acoustic type of worship.
Yeah.
We're going to be teaching, and this is going to be a good time. This, it's just, we're going to do it once a month right here. We're going to, bring in some congas and a guitar or a keyboard player and a worship leader. I mean, we're just going to do it for an hour, in and out. And then we're going to have coffee and tea.
Yeah.
It's really just to get a different vibe than what we were doing on Sundays. So long story short, pandemic happens, and the last owner wants to shut it down. And Aaron and I were both like, no.
Yeah.
No, like, you can't shut this place down. And that's where the whole thing came, when I'm going to sell it. And I know me, I was like, no, I'm not buying a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And fast forward, we knew we needed this place in this community, and so we ended up buying it. After I told the last owner no for on and on, and one day I woke up, I was like, you know what? This can't be that hard. It's a coffee shop. I mean, all you're doing is just pouring coffee and say some tea and everything else.
Which is a bit of it.
Yep. Yeah. Had no clue.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been rewarding, like anything.
So what's the thing you had to learn the most of, or do the most research for, about just having a business? Period.
Well, I've already had businesses in past experiences. And
okay.
Always had things going. Always had multiple streams of income. But the biggest thing for this business, you're gonna laugh, it wasn't paying the bills on time or paying employees, nothing like that. Do that already, or for some other things. The biggest thing for me was learn how to make the drinks.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the hardest thing ever. I mean,
which drink are you the most proud of now that you can make?
Which drink am I most proud of? Man, probably macchiato, because I had no clue.
Okay.
Erin had to. She had, man, boy, she had to walk me through that thing.
Yeah.
She's over there laughing right now. And I mean, that's the drink I'm most proud of. Probably next to that one, I happen to be really just specialty drinks. But I really, besides the specialty drinks, I really like making people coffee. And I'm talking about coffee where I can detail it to their palate,
yeah,
to their taste. Because you have a lot of times people come in, they're first time coffee drinkers, or they may not like other places.
Yeah.
A lot of our people have a sweet tooth that come in here.
Yeah.
So me having a sweet tooth,
a lot easier to recommend things.
I can recommend a lot of things.
And here I am, just like, I'll take it plain.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with plain. You like how you like it. But,
I love all the creamer and stuff. It's just I intermittent fast in the morning, so that's the only way I can drink it.
Gotcha.
I have to have my coffee.
And so it's amazing because those drinks I just like making. Now the teas, they're cool.
Yeah. Put them in a bag and.
Yeah, but that's not my thing just yet. It isn't.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. But I make them.
I think tea is more like the older you get at night. I need my glass of warm tea. So this was called the Beanbag before you all took it over.
It was.
Okay. Did y'all think about changing the name to like Coffee for Christ or the Babylonian Bean or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Never crossed my mind changing the name. We just said basically all we wanted to do was take it and just move to the next level. The past owner did an amazing job with getting it set up.
How long did they have it?
Oh gosh, I think about a year and a half, just shy of it. Yeah, right around a year and a half.
Okay.
And because we've only been here 4 and a half months ourselves, and so they had about a year and a half. So basically, we wanted to do, which is take it to the next level. One of the craziest things is we had shared with her that she did a great job with doing what she did. I mean, literally, all we had to do, honestly, was change the bill over to our names, to our business name. Everything was set up for success in here, and we almost kind of call her. I mess with her, the past owner. I call her Paulina, the Apostle Paul, but Paulina.
Yeah.
Because I said you came down here, came from Detroit, you planted this place, and you rolled out.
Yeah.
Just like Paul started different churches all across the Asia Minor. I mean, just Paul was. I mean, he was everywhere. Paul was rolling.
And so, what's she doing now?
Living life,
hanging out,
living life, enjoying life.
Yeah.
With her family, grandbabies, kids, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So she got to that point where it's.
Yeah.
This was probably a hobby for her.
Yeah, I mean, the pandemic it's crazy for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're crazy enough to take over a business in this pandemic, but it was crazy. And it's also harder too coming into a city that you don't know a lot about.
Yeah.
So, but I'm telling you, this place was set up for success. All we had to do was turn over the key and just turn on the coffee pots and just go at it.
So, have you all been able to find any new marketing strategies to reach new people? Do y'all do any flyers? Do you do any?
It's kind of crazy. So, doubling back to Enterprise, learning some things from them. That this is my heart for marketing. I actually started courses towards a marketing degree and a doctorate at DBA. So, taking some of that stuff I learned, but also just years of knowledge. So, what I noticed, just sitting in this very seat I'm sitting in right now, I would sit here a month and a half, 2 months before we even bought the business, just looking at customers, just filling out the vibe of the place, really just trying to get a focus of where it is that we could go, what this place could be, what it was currently. Because one thing about marketing is just really getting the information to people on the outside.
Yeah.
Communication deals with the people on the inside that you already have. So the people that knew the place love the place. There were so many other people around this area, over this whole corridor, that there's a lot of growth. There's a lot of apartment buildings being built. There's a lot of homes being built. I mean, there's just a lot of growth right here in this whole little strip. And one of the things I noticed was people just didn't know. So one of the things I did was, first and foremost, get a hold of the social media accounts that were lying dormant.
Yeah.
Because we know social media has the power to make you or break you.
They only post every 3 months, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think the Instagram hadn't been posted on probably a year before we got into it.
So, and Instagram's a great age range for coffee shops.
It is.
It is.
Instagram, we actually get
anybody from college age to 33, 34 is.
And so we had to find a demographic and a type of people. That was huge. Because even now, I think we're finally starting to see what we can hit and focus on, as owners of this place. We've taken some, change of, customers and whatnot. But I would say with the marketing piece, it's really just focusing on those, number one, that will go to other places that they won't give them the time to educate them about the products.
Mm-hmm.
Coffees, type of roast or type of tea and what this tea can do for you. Or even as well, if you got a sweet tooth, what that cake can do for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have you ever had an apple butter stack cake?
I have.
Okay. Because that's like in the mornings having a piece of that and coffee.
Yep. So it was huge. It was huge for just seeing what could be the possibility. Also seeing who's around this area. Yeah. That's the biggest thing. So we have a lot of people in this area are first-time homeowners.
Yep.
My mom's a real estate agent, so I had her pull some numbers for me. I need to know the age, race, ethnicity. The
Yeah.
whole nine. I need to know what is around here so I can kind of.
So diverse here.
It's very diverse.
Extremely diverse.
But, and so that's one of the things when you come in here, we marketed that. This is literally a place for everybody. If you don't like coffee, we have lemonade. If you don't like lemonade, we have a peach palmer. If you don't like peach palmer, we have tea. Oh, you don't like this type of tea? We have white, green, black, herbal. I mean, if you don't like none of that stuff, we have sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches.
Something for you to try if you walk in.
We even added, really kind of just unplanned. It just happened. Sometimes marketing just happens. We added a lunch menu.
Yeah.
We were, literally.
Tell me how close?
Close at 5.
Okay.
We were noticing something it's going dead right after the morning rush. So it's like, you know what? We need a lunch. We have all the ingredients really to do lunch besides a few missing items. We can do lunch still,
Because you get those people just on their lunch break need to come in right quick. They want somewhere they know will be quieter.
Right. And who doesn't love a good special?
Yeah.
We got lunch specials daily, Monday through Friday, and breakfast specials daily, Monday through Friday. And who doesn't love? The breakfast special is a sandwich and a 12-ounce cup of tea or coffee.
You have to find a way to pair a nice cup of coffee with some corned beef next door.
Corned beef.
Oh, it's a nice dip. No.
Ooh, you're a good coffee drinker, dude.
That would be a very robust lunch that you'd have.
Yeah, but you know what? Our lunch here. Corned beef is great, but our lunch here, man.
What are y'all normally doing?
What, lunch-wise?
Yeah, you said you have lunch specials, so change it out periodically.
No, we keep the same lunch special Monday through Friday. So it's a whole sandwich, soup, bag of chips, and a 16-ounce cold drink, which is either a lemonade or a peach palmer.
Yeah.
Or our there's another tea that we have as well, the bean bag tea. So one of those.
I'm gonna have to try the peach palmer because I don't think I've ever had it.
It's E's Peach Palmer. It stands for Aaron, who's my business partner.
Okay.
And it's Q's Lemonade. But that peach palmer it's infused with Q's lemonade, and it's her secret ingredient that, let me tell you, you had a hair stand on the top of your head. That thing is good.
It sounds good, yeah.
It's good. It comes in a gallon. Then we start selling it in half gallons now.
Yeah.
We can't keep the thing in here.
So, you're only 4 months in, and catering wise, I'm sure you all will. If asked, you all would make it happen.
We have already. We've
Okay,
already done
perfect.
It. Yep.
How much do those coffee containers?
So those little I can't think of the name of those things.
Little box things.
I should know, but they're $18 for those.
Okay.
And you get, I think, and how many fluid ounces come in those crafts? That's what they are. Like 96. There's a 96. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, so 96 ounces of coffee for $18. That's a lot of coffee.
It's a lot of coffee.
A lot of good coffee too. Yeah. Great coffee. Beans bag coffee.
Because I say that's, I'm sure you've done most of this, but going to businesses, and I've worked at plenty of them, getting those carafes and going in there, hey, this is our specials for catering.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Yeah, we have some other things in the works for catering as well, or some big corporate things as well.
Yeah.
But we're just taking one day at a time. You can't do everything. You can't spread yourself thin as well either.
So you all are looking to grow in some way.
Absolutely.
Would you want to move this location, or?
That's some things we're praying and talking about. Whatever the good Lord says, I can tell you this much: we are.
It's a very early question, yeah.
Oh yeah, but it's a good question though, because it kind of focuses the mind what we're trying to do. I can tell you this much: we're maxed out here, size-wise and space-wise. Even in the back with storage.
Yep.
Especially get closer to the weekend, and it is every seat is filled in here. Not just every seat, but this past weekend we have a line in here. We had a line outside. We had people standing outside.
Yeah.
And people eating at their cars, drinking at their cars.
Yeah.
Which is amazing thing to see in a pandemic. They're doing it safely, social distancing, but.
So I know there's somebody who owns all this building, right? What are the rules about maybe adding more seating to the parking spots on a good day?
Don't know.
If you're allowed to, yeah.
I don't know, but guess what? That's in the works. That's a question that's in the works, because that's funny you said that. We did some things. Out there last year. We did an event out there last year, a special music event, and we roped off an area for seating.
Nice, good.
And it actually worked out well. It worked out really well. So.
Is this something you tell the business or the
Landlord.
I wouldn't either. Hey, I'm not. Yeah, especially if it's bringing in business, and as long as their bills are paid, they really don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So, what were the COVID restrictions like that you had to learn about? Tennessee's been a little open about it, so I don't think it's been as big of an issue as it is in California per se.
Yeah, Tennessee's been wide open.
Yeah,
almost like Florida.
I didn't know if you heard anybody getting citations for not having proper social. Okay,
I've seen places they've arrested business owners, but
yeah,
yes, you already know half inside, mask on at all times.
Yeah,
which is still prevalent now.
Yeah.
We had the health department come by. They just make sure we're enforcing the amount of people we're supposed to have here, because some people are putting extra chairs out just to try to make ends meet.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's really it. Just mask and just the number of people. That's been the only real restrictions that they've had for this. But we've been taking extra precaution ourselves, even leading up to this. I mean, both of us are very clean individuals.
Yeah.
We're Lysol and everything down, wiping everything out.
This place is clean as spotless.
Yeah. I mean, we like to keep the 100 food rating score.
Yeah.
Not just because it's on the wall, but also as well, we care about our health personally. We also care about our employees' health and the customer's health.
Yeah.
So this place should be your home away from home. So, what's really great is to keep the COVID numbers down and also keep the number of people down. We try to urge people to call in beforehand.
Yeah.
Call in, get the order. Also ask people if they want to get Uber Eats. So that's been a huge thing. So that phone is always ringing between Uber Eats and call-in orders. Our website's getting ready to come. We never had a website. They never had a website ever. They never had one, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's coming. It's baby steps.
It's perfect at just not having a website. It's tough because then you're just going off whatever pictures are on Google.
Yep.
And then a phone number.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. And so.
And if you're able to post those, which you will be, having pictures of having events out here and having people playing music, it's huge for this area because there's nothing like that.
There's nothing in this area. So right now is what we call the waiting game, but also within the waiting game and this COVID piece is preparation.
Yeah.
Preparation. I mean, that's what it is. Preparation for what's going to come next. We know when that website comes, we know it's going to be great. It's going to be drop shipping with merchandise.
Yeah.
Being bad merchandise is going to be drop shipping for coffee. I mean, tea. I mean, you just name it. It's going to be readily available because we have people always texting and calling us, personally, or they'll even call the shop phone like, "Hey, I want coffee, but I don't want to get anybody's coffee. I want your coffee."
Yeah.
In fact, I got an order I got to send out today to go to Seattle.
That's awesome.
So so it's just like.
I mean, to have to send it out to Seattle too, the Starbucks capital.
Right. They don't want
the big middle finger to Starbucks. So. So you said you moved your Bible study from Wednesday to Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
What are you all doing right now for? Is it just online? Because we're doing it here, correct?
So you ready?
Yeah.
We were never able to do it here because COVID happened.
Yeah.
So everything's online.
Yeah.
Right now, everything. We've done some travel services outside here twice.
Okay.
And I've done a Bible study virtually inside of here.
Yeah.
And actually had a small scaled down group inside of here as well because it started raining. We're going to have a driving service.
Yeah.
But everything, honestly, is virtually. We have a crew and team, worship team, camera team, and all that kind of stuff that comes in. But right now, the safest thing is to do virtual because everybody's not taking this pandemic and this virus as serious.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate that I see, being a pastor, I see members who won't wear a mask, who only wear masks when they're around, other members. But other than that, they're just living recklessly. And truth is told, we cannot defy science. I mean, God gave us science as well.
Yep.
And science is not lying about what's going on. We have over 400,000 people in America that have passed away because of this virus. So until further notice, I just had a leadership meeting last week. Had a meeting with some other key people of the church yesterday evening. And we just said until further notice, we're going to remain virtual. Until these numbers can go down, You know, I mean, yeah,
and it's coming. I mean,
it's coming, but you know what? We have a long way to go. And I know we had that vaccine out, but that vaccine is, we don't know what it's going to do or not yet.
Yeah, you got to make sure. It just needs time.
Yep.
Science needs time to figure out what's actually working and what's not. So you play piano and organ. What got you started in that? Who got you started?
You know, nobody. Just as far as I remember, I mean, even as a little kid, a little baby, I had the keyboards in my hand. There's just something about.
Was it Stevie? Was it Ray? Was it
nobody? Honestly,
yeah.
I mean, literally, it's just something I always did. I mean, I got videos of my grandparents' house going up to the piano. Both sets of my grandparents had keyboards or pianos. My grandmother on my dad's side, grandparents on my dad's side had an upright piano, acoustic.
Okay.
But I think the organ love came from my grandparents on my mother's side. They had an organ. It's an old, some kind, I don't know what kind of organ. I just like the sounds. I was like, man, the piano was cool, but man, I can punch different sounds and I can do this, that, and other, and
manipulate it more.
Yeah, it was something about the sounds, and ever since then, I was just like, man, I love the piano, but this organ thing is a lot better. This is fun.
So where all have you played? I mean, 'cause you were traveling around a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. So where all you've been traveling to, like, pre-pandemic?
So pre-pandemic.
Who do you play with?
Yeah, so pre-pandemic, I would travel to every continent but Antarctica to play.
Okay.
So I've been blessed to literally play in every continent. I play with different artists as well, but I also have my own band entitled the Quentin Music Group.
Okay.
Stems about 15 people, from singers and musicians. And the crazy thing about it is, most of the musicians can actually sing too.
Yeah.
So there's a good group of people. Recently, been doing a lot more playing for myself and working on a little small project.
Yeah.
Because I've been so busy on the road rocking this old project from 2013, which is crazy. I have not had time. I've been producing everybody else's
update yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm taking this time to update myself and put some new stuff out there as well for myself and for my best friend as well. So.
Have you been writing or learning other people's stuff lately?
Writing.
Yeah.
Writing my own stuff.
Yeah.
I've been learning everybody else's stuff for so long. I've been arranging everybody else's stuff. But don't get me wrong, it's good.
Yeah.
Because it's great money. Because everybody thinks being on the forefront of music videos are the money. But unfortunately, it's not. The people
are they really money. These days? Are music videos?
I mean, they do what they do, but man, you know, the tours is what you get the money. You know, doing tours like your. I mean, even when you do a house of blues or city winery and stuff like that, it's actually really pretty good money, especially for indie artists.
Yeah,
as well. You know,
somebody brought up city winery the other day to me, and I can't.
One of my favorite places to play.
Okay, I had coffee this past Sunday, and somebody was bringing city winery. Yeah, go ahead. So are you a gospel? Are you traveling gospel, or are you just playing?
Man, it's
a mix of both. But
really not traveling gospel.
Okay, yeah.
No, love Jesus. That's not the issue, but traveling more like R&B, neo soul.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of funk.
Yeah.
All that, and kind of infused, maybe some jazz too, infused all in it. And you might hear some gospel chords here and there. I mean, that's what we do. But yeah, man. So really, that's R&B, neo soul type of deal.
So what bands were you actually? Did you grow up listening to? What were your idols?
Man, I mean, number one.
Like if I said, "Here's a CD,"
Earth, Wind & Fire.
Okay.
Big band, cut and clean.
Yep.
But they knew how to play together as a band.
Yeah.
Mint Condition is another great and phenomenal band.
Okay.
The Dave Weckl band. He's a drummer actually. He's a drummer, and he's just crisp. He's more like a jazz fusion kind of gentleman. Also, I like to go back all the way to Fats Waller.
I've heard Fats. Yeah.
Fats Waller plays piano.
Yeah.
He was sing too as well. I'm talking about that's the big band era and all that. I mean, dude's just amazing. He's just man. He's just amazing. That's all I can say.
Just the dexterity and everything.
I mean, of course, Stevie Wonder. I mean, his band. You know, Stevie's always kept a good band.
Is he alive still?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
The best concert I've ever been to in my life. Stevie Wonder.
Believe it.
He did 4 hours straight of music.
There's a conspiracy that he's not blind, but I'm not getting into it. I think he's just doing it for show.
I think that man's blind. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of his outfits. I'm pretty sure he's blind. Yeah, and then I heard Georgia the other day from Ray, and I was just like, man, I don't hear that song enough anymore.
Ray was underrated. I mean, he was great, but man, he was a killer. He didn't play no games either.
And one of the best adaptations I've seen of somebody playing a music artist was Jamie Foxx and Ray.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of too many others where.
I think we also need to give credit to the band that people forget, the Godfather's Soul, James Brown.
Yeah.
James Brown, he's a perfectionist.
Showman like you've never seen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's an entertainer. He could sing, but they would tell stories that if you missed a note, he would dock you or fire you immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, he just knew. I mean, you gotta think about it, those guys didn't have all the stuff we have now. With the dolls, they had to go in and cut that stuff, and it had to be perfect.
Yep.
Real musicians. Now you mess up all, let's just cut it out, and we'll just punch in the air and measure 4.
You can do it.
Those guys were playing. They would come together in the studio and just play.
It's just them.
Yep.
Yeah, especially that recording time, because I understand if in studios how much time you have and how much money it is per second.
Yep.
Yeah, those guys are doing Common. Miss them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's in a movie recently. He's got a new one. Yeah, I agree. So have you tried to venture out into other instruments and just been like, oh, this ain't not for me?
Man,
Guitar, bass,
ventured out in some
mandolin.
guitar. Man, I didn't like the way it felt on my fingers. The calluses and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, man, it hurts to play piano now.
Yeah.
So I stopped that immediately. I gave it a thing about 4 or 5 months.
It ends after 2 months.
About 4 or 5 months, and no, I'm good on this one, man.
Yeah.
I was like, I was taking actual classical lessons.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah, because classical is tough.
Yeah, so I was like, I always try to do the harder one.
Yeah.
I'm good. I used to play drums back in the day, heavily.
Yeah.
But I got down here, it was all keys.
Yeah.
All keys.
And especially moving to Nashville, which is great for anybody in the music industry or just enjoys music or enjoys jamming with other people. Piano's huge because most people play guitar.
Right.
Bass is not too far off from that. So having somebody who plays piano adds that whole different element, which is good for your case.
Yeah, definitely. And then also playing the organ. That was even
It's tough getting an organ around, right?
It is, but you got, I hate to say, they got these portable organs, but give me my 1960 B3 or I got a purchase. I have a 1964 B3 sitting at home.
Okay.
Give me the old faithful.
How big is that?
The Leslie by itself is right around about 195 pounds. The organ itself.
So that's not terribly bad.
That's just the speaker. That's not
Never mind.
The organ. The organ, you're looking at another 450. Yeah. Solid wood.
So there's no just throwing that on 2 skateboards and rolling it down the hill.
I don't think you can get it on 4.
Yeah.
That thing is it's massive. It's massive. But your portable keyboards, you have a lot of sound engines that are simulating and all that kind of stuff. But Hammond organ makes portable organs. They got like an SK2 or something like that out. Nord has their own version of the Hammond organ. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry. There's nothing can replace a real Hammond B3. Nothing. You just can't. You just can't.
I mean, I trust you on it. If I just pull out a couple of organs, like, well, this one's better, it'd be a little crazy.
You might.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys will try to put it in their sound like it's not the same, guys. It's just not good. Not the same at all. But Nashville, it's done me well. On that end.
So, how did you meet the group that you play with now?
So it's kind of crazy. It's like a hodgepodge of everything.
Okay.
I've known most of these people over a decade.
Okay.
And so what had happened was a lot of times people were calling me just to provide music for weddings. They'll commonly provide music for. I mean, you just name it. Just corporate events. Everybody wanted, something. I mean, if it was a book sign, they didn't care. They'll pay a couple $100 just for 2 pieces to come through. So these events start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I just kept calling some of my friends. Somebody might play guitar or someone plays bass, or you needed a singer, and just kept calling people. And I mean, it just kept getting bigger until there's that, a few people said, "Listen, I need a big band." And so what happened was they heard the band playing together, and we didn't have a name. We just went up there and played, just Quentin Michael and his friends, or whatever, and then people in the band let's call it the Quentin Michael Music Group and keep it moving.
I mean, it's better to do that than to just make one up on the spot. Like, this is Soul Crusher.
Oh, we done it. We done it. We did not have a name many times. Yeah. There was one gig came off my head. I called the band Nameless.
But with like 2 Z's at the end.
It was bad.
Yeah.
What's the name of your group? Nameless. They thought, that's a great name. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, what's your Instagram handle? It's like,
Quentin Michael.
Yeah.
They finally had to get all that together too, because we were playing so much. Needed it.
Yeah, and it's easier just to get those other events.
Yeah, it was.
I'd assume those events have shortened up a little bit.
Oh man, they tried to. I've done some stuff, but honestly, I'm okay producing right now. I'm okay being at home.
Yeah.
I'm okay being safe, because you'll say you'll have a mask event, and what happens? Everybody comes in with the mask, and then they take the mask off.
Yeah.
And they never put them back on. I lost a grandparent in this COVID piece to COVID, and I don't want to lose my other grandparent, my grandmother.
Yeah.
So that's the last grandparent to COVID.
Yeah.
Because people won't wear a mask, being reckless out here. Not just that, I have family. I have, besides her, I have, siblings, parents. I have this coffee shop. I have the church. I have, things got to do.
A lot on there. A lot on your
so,
plate.
I want to keep everybody that's around me safe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm okay with not playing events. And long or if it's outside, I've done that. I've done an outside event.
Yeah.
I played an outside event, and I roped off the whole area, made sure the whole area was roped off.
Yeah.
So they couldn't walk up on us. Because a lot of times, you're doing indie type of stuff, they try to walk. They try to walk up on you. What's going on? No, you can. What's up, man?
Not much.
What's up, Oscar?
Just had to stop by and get some food,
Man, come on through, brother.
It's a sleek sweater too, Banana Republic.
It is. It's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and as it warms up, there'll be more events for that. But I understand the whole take your time to grow yourself in music and try new things, and you are playing the same songs.
What is it?
Yeah, so when you said Cleveland originally, you meant Ohio. Okay. How long did you live there?
18 years. So after I got done with high school, I came straight out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Straight down here?
Yep, came straight
Okay.
here. Did not move. Straight here.
So, what sucks about Cleveland? What's awesome about Cleveland?
Cleveland's cold.
Yeah.
What's awesome about Cleveland, you have the lake, which is almost like a whole ocean, a great lake. And then also, too, Cleveland has some wonderful music and arts.
I believe it.
A lot of people don't really realize that, but some of the world's best musicians come out of Cleveland, and singers. I mean,
I was gonna say Leon Bridges, but I don't think that's correct.
we got Gerald Levert, you got the OJs, Rude Boys. You have a lot of my friends that play for people on the road that are out of Cleveland. I mean, it's just not just that. I mean, it's just Cleveland's just a good. I mean, home. It's just a good vibe, and then some cool people, as well.
Are you Cleveland sports fan through and through?
Right. Everything. I don't care to lose them, winning, sucking for the 50th year, but my loyalty is to Cleveland.
You roll with it. My first roommate was a Cleveland fan, and he was like, "Dude, it's part of the wave. Like you enjoy the suckiness in a way."
Yeah. So it's we're diehards.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, recently it's been better.
Yeah, it's.
And
we'll pray about that. I hope it stays better.
Even the Cavaliers, because I'm a huge basketball fan, are doing very well with their young pieces.
Yeah.
So They'll be fine. I know the Indians are about to change their name apparently. What else you got there? The Browns, they've been good. So, which next year it's like boom or bust for them.
Yeah. We're gonna see. The Browns did really well this year, so we were proud of what they did.
Yeah.
So Kansas City was just a darn good team.
If you lose to possibly the Super Bowl champs, it's
We really do about that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're gonna win it. Kansas City is.
I think so too.
Where they're playing.
Huh?
Where they're playing.
Yeah, they just lost an offensive tackle, which is huge, but you got Patrick Mahomes, he'll be able to run.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's gonna be a good game, and that's next Sunday.
It is.
So you're saying Chiefs over Bucks?
Say it one more time.
You saying Chiefs over Bucks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Chiefs over Bucks all day.
It's just interesting that it's in Tampa Bay with.
I know.
With Tom.
Ain't that crazy though?
Yeah.
It's like, dang, how does Tampa Bay get Tampa? You know, it's just like that's an advantage.
So, as we digress, what is some advice you just want to give to anybody opening a business right now?
Have a whole bunch of money sitting on the side.
Yeah. Plenty of investors.
Not just that. Have a wonderful team. What you got there? Have good products like that, like Ease Peach Palmer.
Oh, that was smooth. I was expecting it. I don't know what I was expecting, but that was smooth.
That thing is sweet.
Nice.
That's what Oscar's.
Yeah.
That's what Oscar's drinking too.
I think I was expecting more of like it'd be more dense with sugar, but that's got plenty of flavor without it. Like,
So have a whole bunch of money, have a team of people around you. Take a break. It's okay to take breaks. Get away. The business will be absolutely
for like 20
fine.
minutes or
No, man, take a break. I mean, take a week if you need to. Take a break. That's where the team comes in. Because, and we're going to look at Jesus. Jesus had the disciples, and he had a whole bunch of people that can carry on when he needed to go take a break. I am big on taking breaks. So, money saved up, as well as having a great team. Take a break. Stay focused and just cut out all the negative stuff and people that can tell you that it won't survive. And but also as well, get a mentor and listen to others that you can trust. Have wise counsel.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't give up. Just keep going.
Who's your mentor for here?
So my mentor for the coffee business. So I don't honestly. This is gonna be crazy. I don't know anybody else that owns a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
However, I know other business owners that have been successful. So at the end of the day, the root of business is all the same. We're here to make money.
Yep.
And you have to have customers walking through the doors. So one of the things is they share with me is just make sure that your product is good, and then market the product, and have astounding customer service. It's really easy. I think we do so much disservice to ourselves and try to overthink it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Have a good product and make sure
people know about the product.
Yeah.
And when you get them in there, just treat them like your long lost family members that you never seen, you haven't seen, that you absolutely love that family member you haven't seen.
You want to keep coming back to the family reunion for the potato salad, so make sure the potato salad's good.
That's it. I mean, I think, like I said, it's not that hard, honestly. Yeah. It's really not that hard. It's not. We put so much more pressure on ourselves than these people.
Have you learned anything for online or internet marketing?
Mm-hmm.
What all knowledge have you gained there?
So just looking at the algorithms, and also not just marketing, but make sure you have a focus on who you're trying to market to. What are you trying to market?
Yeah.
Who, what, when, and where. It's all about timing.
What's a way to get to just like the local Antioch, Laverne area?
So great thing about, if we're just talking about internet marketing, great thing about Facebook and Instagram, they're connected because Facebook owns Instagram.
Yeah.
One of the great things is you can set who you want to market to within a certain mile radius.
Yeah.
As well. You can pick out the age group. You can pick out the sex of people too.
Yeah.
You can do you can do the whole nine. And then you also use the hashtags and the focus where you wanted to hit, especially. So learning that, diving in, and the great thing, I knew this for the church as well.
Yeah.
So the great thing about diving in, you can really set those parameters. So if I have a drink, I really want to get it out. I know maybe the younger folks may not like it, but the older folks will.
Yeah.
I'm going to tailor it right to that specific ad to them. Also, is being consistent with the ads as well, weekly. And spending, you cannot spend $10 on an ad and you want to run it over 2 weeks and think it's going to hit something. You have to pay to play.
Yeah. What percentage of marketing would you all say you all invest? During this time, it's a little weird, so I get it.
That would be the best answer right there. It's a little weird. It just depends on the month what we can do.
Yeah.
And whatnot. It's a substantial amount because we know we need to get the word out. And it's not just marketing just on the internet, but there's also things that we're doing even just on the inside of here, letting people know. We spend money on, getting flyers created, menus that we're getting punched up. Got to do a menu for Oscar as well. Got to finish that up today. It's on my to-do list. I mean, we're buying little banner holders and stuff like that as well.
Yeah. So there's a restaurant I used to manage, and their only form of marketing, they were on a very busy street corner, but all they had was that outside like kiosk that you'd change the letters every day or so, and like that was it. Well, and they went off nostalgia, but that place is closed now, you know, because they didn't want to invest in marketing or anything.
You had, like I said, you had to pay.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, that money will come right back to you.
Yep.
Plus some. But you have to invest. It's like going to the ATM and going to pull out some money, and you haven't invested nothing there, but you're expecting to get money out of it.
Yeah.
You got to put something into it. The marketing is that. You got to put something into the community to get it out.
Yeah. And that's another thing you're bringing up, is like community. Like you open this place to help bring community together.
To go over this so the community can keep coming here.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not even just seeing just community coming here. I'm seeing people from all over Nashville now.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing people that are finding on the internet from out of town. They're coming in. And even one of the things I've done, even on this shirt underneath, which is just a regular beanbag shirt, red different merch.
Yeah.
You can see it doesn't say Antioch. Even though we're in Antioch, Nashville. It says Nashville, Tennessee, because you got a lot of people coming from, you know, all over the place.
This is the greater Nashville area, like,
It is.
however you want to say it.
But, you know, you have to have, for Antioch people, we got the Antioch shirts.
Yeah.
But if you see anything on the wall, you know, the bigger stuff, it's always going to have Nashville. Because if you're flying on a plane or you're coming in from wherever area you're coming in from, a lot of times, even on Airbnb, it doesn't say Antioch, Tennessee. It says Nashville.
It says Nashville.
Yep. So that's a good thing,
Smart.
you know. Yep. So we've done that. We switched that around. And it's been huge.
It just means you want to grow because you're not looking just to get Antioch people. You're looking to get everybody.
Give me 1 second.
You're good.
You talking about the hunt?
Oscar, I don't know, you may not. Oscar, do me a favor. Can you send me your phone number?
Alright, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to send that over to you.
Alright, that'll work.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
When I see it, I'll
Alright. Alright, we get in touch though. Yeah. I got this.
You good, man?
Yeah.
All right,
We
brother.
keep in touch, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming by.
No problem.
I do really like that tan hoodie.
That one, yeah. Hot seller. It is a hot seller.
Yeah, thanks for talking to me, man. Yeah, I was very curious just what it's like opening a shop, how stressful it's actually been.
It's
And
been stressful.
yeah.
It's been stressful, but it's a stress some days you're like, God, am I really called to do this? Or God, or some mornings you wake up, yeah, I got this. And some mornings you're like, yeah, forget this. That's his business. You know, that's his life.
Yeah.
You know, some days you just don't feel like it
Yeah.
at all. You have other life things going on as well. But if you're going to be in business, you're going to be successful. You got to move past it. Go have a breather. Go out back and.
You started it for a reason.
Yeah,
so
well, I took over for a reason, I should
Yeah.
say. So, you know, we took over for a reason.
you started taking it over for a reason.
Yeah, it was.
Just like Tom Brady, he's probably not happy every day going into work.
I mean, absolutely not. But, you know, one of the things is for us, and I'm not going to really talk for myself. And I think both of us, actually. I can really talk for him. I can say this far. We're not going to be here every day.
Yeah. Yep.
Right now, like I said, this is the foundational piece.
Yep.
We're not
You got
gonna be
more
every day.
things going on.
Absolutely do. Pastoring.
Yep.
Personal life, you know, just producing music. So no, we're just setting the groundwork right now. You know, the Bible says, "Do not despise the day of small beginnings." Right now, just plugging through it, laying the foundation for what God wants to do further.
And that's a great quote to like first starting a business right there.
Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, man.